Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Pokecentral network. Today we are actually going to be taking a look at Gengar, and we're going to be doing how to train your Gengar. So if you're interested in that, make sure to stay tuned for the rest of this video. But before we get into all of that, I do want to go ahead and say, if you want to join me here on my server, Pokecentral.org is the IP. All of the links that you need to download and install the latest version of Pixelmon can be found in the description down below. If you do end up joining, or if you already play on the server, there is currently up to a 60% off sale on our store, buy.pokecentral.org. All ranks are 60% off. Everything else is 50% off, and that is going to be available going all the way through Christmas and probably a few days after Christmas as well. So if you want to take advantage of that and you want to support the server, make sure to check that out. So with all that aside, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. This is actually going to be the 22nd Pokemon that we've had in this series, which means we do have, I believe, 21 battle ready Pokemon, actually maybe even 22. I might have the number slightly off. So we have 3 legendaries as well as all of these plus our Metagross. That should be 20, or no, that's 18, 19 plus 3, that's 21. Oh, 22. Math is good. Math is good. Okay, 22. So yeah, we've already done 22 of these Pokemon. I definitely need to start actually using them in battle because right now they are just wasting away in my PC. But for now, we're going to go ahead and add another Pokemon to our party, which is a Gengar. And we're not going to be doing Mega Gengar. We're going to just do regular Gengar for now, and maybe we'll come back and visit the Mega at some point in the future. But the first thing we need to do is catch ourselves a Ghastly. So Ghastly is only going to be available through Mega Taiga. I think we might be able to find a Mega Taiga over in the Safari Zone, but I'm not 100% sure. So if we come back here, I don't think it's on the left side. I think it's back in the snowy area. Maybe this area here is a Mega Taiga or regular Taiga? No, this is Ice Plains. Okay. If that's the case, oh, this is technically a Taiga right here, this little chunk. But that's kind of small. I don't think we're going to be able to find one here. Now, Ghastly only spawns at nighttime, so we have a little while to actually find the right biome. So I'm not really too rushed, but I don't think we're going to be able to find it here in the Safari Zone. I think we're going to have to head out somewhere into the world. Okay, so we got ourselves a Mega Taiga, no, just a regular Taiga. Okay, Taiga and Taiga Hills biomes around here, but I believe Ghastly can spawn in both of those, so we just need to wait for the sun to go down and we can go ahead and start to have a look around. Hopefully we'll be able to find one fairly easily. Now, I know they have been a little bit difficult for people to find in the past, but I think those issues have since been fixed, and it should be a pretty common Pokemon here. So it is nighttime, and I'm not actually seeing too many Pokemon. There are a few, but no Gengars in sight. There's actually more Pikachus than anything else. Okay, that's just a berry plant. I was a little bit confused on what that actually was. Oh, a Stantler. That's a cool Pokemon. And a Leafeon. That's a cool Pokemon, but not what we're looking for. We actually have a second Leafeon here and a Kadabra. A bunch of really cool Pokemon. Pokemon that I thought would be rarer than a Gengar, but apparently not because I still haven't seen any. Well, here we go. We got ourselves a Ghastly. Now, before we actually go ahead and try and catch this guy, I do want to actually pick out our Ralts. So if you guys didn't know, all of these Ralts in this box actually have the ability Synchronize. And what that allows us to do is to have a 50% chance of any Pokemon that we catch while using these Ralts to be the same nature as the Ralts that we use. So if we go ahead and go to, I think I nicknamed them Blue for speed. There we go. So if we go ahead and take this Timid Ralts, we put it in slot 1, and we jump into battle with this Ghastly, then we throw a Quick Ball at it, should have a 50% chance of being Timid Nature, so it's kind of just a coin flip, but we might be able to get one, and then we don't have to worry about changing up that nature later on. So let's see, and we got it. Okay, so we got Timid Nature. And that's actually all we needed to really worry about there. Let's check the IVs on this guy and see if 51%. Okay. So not great, but an okay starting point. I guess we can go ahead and breed this Ghastly with our Ditto to go ahead and increase the IV. Now, before I actually go ahead and start breeding, I do have to check my moves to make sure that none of them are egg moves. That is something very important that you should always do if you have a moveset that you want to use and you don't actually know how the Pokemon learns all of those moves, because I've had a few times where I get through the entire breeding process and realize that I needed an egg move the whole time. Alright, so we're actually good. There's another Ghastly out there, but we don't really need a second one since this one's already the nature that we wanted. We could... Oh, there's a bunch now. All of a sudden, they decided to start appearing. Oh, wait, is that a third one? Okay, so they are pretty common. I don't know why I wasn't able to find one at the start there. But let's go ahead and... Oh, no, that's a Golbat. I thought it was another one over there. Let's go ahead and take a look in the daycare. Alright, so we need to remove this Ditto as well as our Beldum. So retrieve Ditto, retrieve Beldum, and then let's go ahead and put the Everstone onto our Ghastly, and we'll put the Destiny Nut onto our Ditto, and we'll put them back into the daycare so we can start breeding and hopefully get some better IVs for our Pokemon. So while we're waiting on those Pokemon to breed, I do want to go ahead and mention I added a warp to my shop. A bunch of people were requesting it. I don't really like having a warp here just because I feel like it's kind of unfair when other players can't set warps, but I literally got asked about 300 times for me to set a warp, and I was getting a ton of requests to teleport here, so I figured set a warp, make it easier for everyone, and if you guys do want to come visit my island, Warp Wispin will let you do that. And you can use the shop if you want, because it is completely restocked. There's not too many Master Balls left, but I know I have plenty of Ultra Balls and Quick Balls available for sale if you're interested in buying something like that. And speaking of, how much money do we have? Wow, 5.3 million coins here on the server. That is a lot of money. I don't even know what we're going to do with all that. If you have an idea for what I should do with all this money, let me know down in the comments below. I'll take a look at those and we can see if I can maybe figure something out, because I have a lot of money. We could even buy like all of the shrines and stuff. We're eventually going to need our own Arc Chalice if we ever get a Arceus, which is kind of difficult to do, but could try to start buying up some of the plates as well. And we already have an egg available. I pretty much just walked outside my house, walked back in, and we have an egg. All right, let's go ahead and see. What is this guy? 75%. That's a pretty big improvement, and 3 perfect IVs. So that is definitely one that we are going to want to go ahead and switch out for the current Ghastly, and it should still have that timid nature. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swap them out, and we'll let them continue to breed, and we'll get another egg, hopefully slightly higher. These eggs, oh, these things are coming so fast. Okay, we got another one, and it was maybe 5 minutes tops. So that's okay. Wow, I'm actually shocked at how quickly we are getting these eggs. It makes things a whole lot easier. I don't know if it's like that for everyone. Let me know, I guess. Do you get eggs like every 5 minutes now? Because I seem to be getting them pretty frequently. Let's go ahead and check the IVs on this one. IVs number 2, 80%. Another slight boost, and this time around we have 4 perfect IVs, so I guess, I mean, we're making progress. We might as well continue. Let me go ahead and take this Ghastly out and we'll replace with this one. Let me see, can I even do a hatch? I can't even do hatch. You can use hatch every 5 minutes, so that just goes to show how quickly we actually got that egg. We got that egg in. Maybe we can use hatch every 10 minutes, which would be 600 seconds. So then 210 seconds. So what is that? Just 4 minutes, I think. Math is hard, I know. 240 seconds is 4 minutes. So about 3.5 minutes is how long it took to get our last egg, which I didn't even know was possible because I thought there was an egg check every 5 minutes. I don't know. Oh well. You know what? That is fine. That is good. I hope we get more eggs, but for now, we just have to figure out a way to hatch this egg. Actually, you know what? Now, since we don't actually have the ability to use the /hatch command due to the cooldown, we can actually warp on over to the daycare, and we can use this egg hatcher. So if you didn't know, there's an egg hatcher here in the daycare, and it costs coins. It's 1 coin per step. It's a really cool plugin that doesn't really get much attention because it's kind of a small thing, but it is super useful, and we can go ahead and just instantly hatch our egg, so we don't have to wait for that hatch cooldown. So there's that. Let's put him back into the daycare, and let's go ahead and, I guess, start waiting again, although we probably aren't going to be waiting very long at this rate. Okay, so I think this is probably the egg that we're going to go with, no matter what. But we'll see. If it's really, really low IVs, maybe we'll go with the 80% one that we already had, but I think it's going to be better. That's good. Okay. So it took us approximately, I think this is our 4th egg overall, 4 eggs to get to 90%. Now we could go ahead and take this 90% egg, throw it back into the daycare, and have a pretty good chance at getting a slightly higher one. Because the way the Destiny Knot actually works is it takes 5 IVs from the parents rather than the normal, I believe, 3 or 2, 3? I think it normally is 3. So instead of getting 3, you get 5, which means if we breed this Ghastly with our Ditto, I mean, we have 12 total IVs and only one of them isn't perfect. So we have a pretty good chance at getting 5 perfect IVs and then a random 6th IV. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get much better than this. This is pretty good. Our best thing would be if we got the random on physical attack, because that way everything else would be perfect. The physical attack would be random, but the physical attack doesn't really matter. I've had that happen a few times, and that's really the best situation. But this is fine. We can use the Pokey Designer to go ahead and fix it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and hatch egg number 2. And I think either my internet just crashed or no, just a lag spike. Okay. Daycare. No, we don't need daycare. We need Pokey Designer. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this a little bit. It's pretty straightforward what we're actually going to be doing with this Gengar. So let's start in the IVs. Yeah, we'll start with the IVs. We'll boost HP up to the max 31, which puts our Ghastly at 100% IVs, completely perfect. Now, for the EVs, we're actually going to go ahead and give it special attack and speed. So, like I said, pretty straightforward. We are going to be having a special attack Gengar. So, we want special attack. We want as high special attack as possible. And we're also going to be having timid nature, so we're going to go ahead and combo that with the speed EVs to go ahead and get the fastest possible Gengar. And let's go ahead and throw the rest into just special defense. It's easy enough. Now for the ability, it's only going to have one ability available, Levitate, which is a very good ability. It's pretty simple, and you can't really use it for too much cool stuff, but it is a nice ability to have, pretty useful. Can't get hit by certain moves. And then Shiny isn't really important. Gender isn't really important. Pokeball, throw it in a Premier Ball. And then Nature, we already got that figured out thanks to our Ralts. And that should be everything. We can also go ahead and level it up. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to level 60 just to make sure that we can get all of the moves that we actually need. So there we go. We got ourselves a Ghastly, level 61. Let's go ahead and evolve it first with a rare candy. And then we need to go ahead and actually trade evolve it using, actually, no, I don't think you need a held item for Ghastly. I think you just need to trade it and it evolves automatically. So here we go. Wow, you are big. What size are you? Huge. Okay. Not even as big as you can get. Wow. Ghastlies can get way bigger than I thought. But here we go. We get ourselves a Haunter. I think it actually gets slightly smaller when it turns into a Haunter, weird enough. I think it gets significantly smaller, but we'll see. No, actually, you know what? It doesn't. Maybe it was an older version and they fixed that, but I'm pretty sure Haunter used to get much, much smaller than Ghastly. But either way, let's go ahead and trade evolve this guy now. I'm going to go ahead and just use the command because it's a little bit easier than trying to find someone on the server, and I don't really want to take up someone's time. So we'll do trade sim number 2, and anyone with, I believe, veteran champion rank, one of the ranks, let me go ahead and look that up actually, can use this command. So it's actually master and up. So if you have master rank, which is currently only $52, normally it's $130. Wow, that is cheap. Okay. I didn't realize it was that much percentage off, but I guess that makes sense. 60% off, 130. 52 seems like a really weird number. Okay, so we got ourselves the Gengar. All EVs are done. All IVs are done. The ability is pretty straightforward because it only has one available ability. We have the correct nature. We have none of the moves. So that is the next thing that we're really going to want to focus on, and actually the last thing that we really need to focus on. And the easiest way to get, I think, most of these moves is just to use the move relearner. So let's warp on over to the shop, and let's check out that. I know one of the moves is a TM, so we'll go back home and we'll see if we have that TM after we visit the move relearner here, but I think 3 of them might be able to be learned here. So number 1 is Destiny Bond. We'll talk about that in a minute. Number 2 is actually going to be Shadow Ball. Shadow Punch is a physical type move, so we want Shadow Ball, which is basically the special variant of the same move. We also are going to want Sludge Wave, which might be a TM, because it doesn't look like we can learn it here. And then we want Focus Blast, which I know is definitely a TM. So let's head on home, and let's check our TM stores. We did have a Shadow Ball TM as well. We had 8 of them. Wow. So we didn't actually need to waste money there. Sludge Wave, okay. And then Focus Blast should be one of the orange ones. Focus Blast. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and teach these 2 moves, and we can talk about our Gengar a little bit. But that is pretty much all there is to do. Other than the held item, of course. So held item, going to go ahead and give it a Focus Sash, but we don't actually have one, surprisingly. So back to the shop we go, I guess. I think it's because a lot of times when you battle, I don't know if it's NPCs or other players, I think NPCs in wild Pokemon, if you use the Focus Sash, it actually breaks, which kind of sucks because then you need to replace it every single time, but oh well. Here is the Focus Sash. Let's go ahead and get that on our Gengar, and it is now complete. We have our Gengar, perfect Gengar, maximum speed stat, actually, the highest possible speed stat a Gengar can have, 218. Well, technically higher if you have a higher level, but since we're only level 62, that is the maximum we can have. And then moves. Let's go ahead and take a look. So Shadow Ball, we get the stab bonus from being a ghost-type Pokemon. It's a pretty good power, pretty good accuracy move, and also has a chance to lower the target's special defense, but really just a basic stab move that we have there for general damage. And that is the same with Sludge Wave, but it also may poison the target, which is a pretty significant thing, and that is pretty good to have, and also gets the stab bonus from our poison typing. And now we have Focus Blast here, which is an extremely powerful move, a little bit lower accuracy, but sometimes you just want to do that trade-off. This also may lower the target's special defense. So Shadow Ball and Focus Blast both have a chance of lowering the target's special defense, which is kind of huge because all of these moves are special attacks. So if we end up lowering their special defense, we're going to be doing a lot more damage to them. And then finally, we have Destiny Bond. Now, this move is perfect because with our Focus Sash, we're going to be taken down to 1 HP quite a bit. So if we're taken down to 1 HP, we know that we're going to die next hit. If it lands, we're going to die because we have 1 HP. We can't hold anything. We might as well go ahead and take the opponent with us, which we can do with Destiny Bond. If the move is used and the user faints, then the Pokemon that landed the knockout hit also faints. So basically, we take them down with us, which is really fantastic and works really well in combo with our held item, the Focus Sash, which guarantees us to not be one hit. So guys, that is going to be it for how to train your Gengar, but before we go, we do have to go ahead and draw some winners for the Master Ball Lottery. So I accidentally missed it in the last video, and what I'm going to go ahead and do to make up for that is give away 10 pro ranks over on Discord. 10. So 10 unique people will get a free pro rank. Now, I don't want to go ahead and do a giveaway where people that have actually supported the server don't have a chance to win. So if you already have a rank on the server and you end up winning, you'll actually go ahead and get not pro rank, but you'll get the opportunity to either give your friend a pro rank or you'll get something of equal value off of the store. So I'll give, let's just go with like a legendary key or a rare key, your choice, whichever one you prefer if you end up winning that contest. And all you have to do to go ahead and enter is visit our Discord, click the giveaways channel right here, which I should be showing it up on screen, and then go ahead and click the little reaction, which should look like a little kind of like a horn, the ta-da reaction as Discord calls it, and that'll automatically enter you into the contest. It'll end in 24 hours. So if you're watching this video right after I post it, make sure to go ahead and join my Discord, first link down in the description, and make sure to take part because you've got a chance to win a rank or, of course, a key if you prefer that. Now, those 10 winners do not take away from the winners that we're going to have here on the servers. So we are going to pick out probably 2 or 3 for 5 winners. I don't know how many, but we're going to pick a few winners out from each of the servers, and they're actually going to be getting, let's go with, you know what, let's do something different. Let's do a $50 gift card. So you'll be able to claim this by messaging me over on Discord or in-game with /mail send Wispin, and I'm going to make sure that it only works for the account that is drawn, so don't pretend to be the person and try to claim it. You won't be able to redeem it on the store unless your account name matches the name of the user that actually won the contest. I'm sure no one would actually do that, but it happens occasionally, so I just wanted to go ahead and mention. But yeah, so $50 gift card to the store, and I will say that we'll be able to take advantage of the 60% off sale, so technically it's more like $110 or something like that if there was no sale, but since there is a sale, yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and just jump straight into picking out the winners. So we're going to actually have 2 winners from each chest. In order to go ahead and make up for missing the last video, on top of doing that Discord giveaway that I talked about, we're going to do this as well. And it's going to be quite a few people to keep track of, but hopefully I can manage. So let's go ahead and get the first winner here. It's just going to be slot 2 and 3 to keep things simple. And let's go ahead, and number 1, we have Galaxy Sav, and number 2, we have Tander. Okay, so those are the first 2 winners there. Let me go ahead and make sure we keep everybody in order so I can actually keep track of who's actually getting the gift cards. Chest number 2, let's go ahead and check out who's going to be the winner from this one. And we have Sloxy and Fire God FTW. Okay, let's actually do this top chest first. Actually, you know what? Let's do all of them at the same time, and we'll just do slot 3, 4, 5, and 6 will be the winner. That'll make things a little bit quicker here. So let's go ahead and jump into the pile, and the winners are Mr. Mike _, King Blazeburner, Horrific with a C, and Kaibi93. We'll pretend I said that right. So those are the 4 winners from those final 2 chests. Let's go ahead and make sure that we actually get them all in order here. Wait. Shouldn't there be more than 6? All right, guys. So I figured it out. I accidentally put them back into the chest. But here we go. Our 8 winners. We have Galaxy, Tander, King, Mr. Mike, Horrific, Sloxy, Kaibi, and Fire God. So if you are any of these people, you can either send me mail in game /mail send Wispin name. I recommend actually message me on Discord for this one if you can, just because it's going to be a gift card code, so it's a little bit easier to go ahead and send over Discord. But it's up to you what you want to do, so just contact me in some form, and I will make sure to go ahead and get your reward to you. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and pick the winners from chest number 1 here on the Crystal server. And of course, just like the other server, we're going to do slot 2 and 3. So winner number 1 is Zythos and Q-Simi. So you guys can go ahead and message me on Discord to claim your reward. And then let's go ahead and get this second chest opened up. Here we go, chest number 2. And the winners are Murto-sama, and it's BMX. So you guys, again, can message me on Discord or in-game if you don't have Discord. But again, just like with the last one, recommend message me on Discord if possible. And here on the silver server, let's go ahead and pick chest number 1. Winners are Crowbar and Zykoth. Okay, so actually 2 of the... Have they both won already? I know Crowbar has. Okay, no. Just one of them has won. But that's all right. Go ahead and message me on Discord again. I'm pretty sure both of you have it. So let's go ahead and put these chests back and open up the final chest on all of the servers. All right, here we go. The final chest on the entire network. Let's go ahead and see who the winner is going to be. Again, wow. Okay, 2. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Because it's already a repeat winner, I'm going to go ahead and give Zykoth, I'm going to give him $100 of gift cards instead of the 50. So he will be considered as winning twice. But I'm going to jump back into the pile, and I'm going to get a second winner. We also have Uni-chan, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back in, and one of these 4 people is also going to go ahead and get the gift cards. So let me go ahead and pick up all of these. And we're going to go with, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll go with slot number 2. Whoever's there, you'll also get the $50 gift card. Are you kidding me? Why? Okay, you know what? I could crop this out. I could edit this out of the video, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, you know what, Zykoth? Fair game. 3 gift cards for you. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and go with the next slot over. Slot number 3 will also get one. Just make sure there is 4 separate winners. And oh my god, are you kidding me? Why is this happening? Slot number 4. There we go, a new person. All right, well, this is just fantastic. So Zykoth, you get 3. I accidentally threw one of your master balls, but that's all right. I remember. But we do have the 4 winners here, so oh my gosh, Crowbar, you'll get $100 of gift cards. Zykoth, you'll get 150 because you're stupid master balls. There's a lot of other people in here. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's people all over the place. Man. Okay. I don't even know what to say about all that. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, of course, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I plan on uploading videos as often as I can, hopefully every day, but sometimes I miss days. But very, very soon, hopefully within the next few weeks. I don't know exactly when, and I could be totally off on this, but I think within the next few weeks, we should be able to see the release of Pixelmon 7.0, which is going to be a whole lot of fun to explore and mess around with. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing videos covering all of the brand new features in the latest version of Pixelmon. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.